In today's coaching video, we're going to be going with a 2v1 scenario on the side, but you as a coach, you can put another 2v1 channel on this side to make it as soon as this side goes, the other side can go after that. The most important thing about this 2v1 is that we're going to try and incorporate the guard player. So the guard player is the person that if player number 2 can't pass forward, they can at least pass the ball to someone at the back. So it can be any player, it doesn't have to be one specific player on the field. Whoever's in that position where they can, the person on the ball can just pass the ball backwards so that they can create space somewhere else. So it's just a small little way of incorporating this into your game. The guard player plays a very vital role in your attack as well, because if you can't go forward, it can quickly pass back and it can go to the other side. But for this little 2v1 scenario, player 1's going to start with the ball. They're going to pass the ball to player number 2. They're going to receive the ball. As soon as they receive it, they're going to pass it straight back to player number 1. And then from there, they're going to start making a lead. So hopefully if they made a good lead, they're going to draw the defender into this little space so they can make space at the back. And then as soon as that happens, player number 1 can now either dribble with the ball and then try and connect with player number 2. So that the first defender, you need to make this defender decide which person he's going to go to, the person on the ball or the person with the ball. So the guard player in this scenario is putting decisions into the defender's mind that is like, okay, if I go with player number 2, where player number 2 is going to end up here, player number 1 can just run straight into the D and take a shot. If I go to player number 1, player number 2 can run and then player number 1 can pass the ball to player number 2 that receives it and takes a shot into the goal. So it's a nice little way of trying manipulating the defender to decide where they need to go. And it's a crucial part of this play is the guard player. Because of player number 2, if he makes a good lead, defender follows. From there, it's a nice little space that you can create to create a 2v1 on this side here. As soon as this is done, this side can go. So after the 2v1, you can go over to a 3v3 in a small little space. You can try and incorporate the guard player tactic that you want to, but this specific 3v3 is a different one. As you can see, the one defender that's defending this player will start behind, which means if this player number 1 decides to dribble really quickly, it can make it for short periods of time a 3 against 2 defenders. So it's this work of this defender needs to be really hard to help out defender 2 and 3, so it doesn't go to a 2v3 rather than just a 3v3. So easy how it's going to start is player number 1 can go straight away. You don't have to pass to anyone. They can start dribbling straight away. Player number 2 can now either make leads into different parts of the field, but this defender has to work really hard to try and keep it a 3v3. Otherwise, if they're very slow and they don't want to work back, it's going to stay with a 3v2, which can be difficult for the defenders to defend. But from here, you can now either pass to player number 2 that's running onto it. Going from there, player number 3 can make a re-lead. Defender number 2 is going to try and defend that. Player number 1 can come in, making some gaps. You can either run around and then trying to get into this space that player number 3 is making. From there, player 2 can then either take a shot or pass to player number 3 that can deflect it into the goal. But it's just a nice way of teaching your players to run different lines to create space for other players to run into. Defenders, their job is to try and keep them in a space and push them out of the game effectively, to try and make it easier for themselves. If it comes down to, they can actually use the keeper as a 4th player, so they can then potentially make it a 3v4 in their advantage. But it's going to be really good communication from all of the defenders to try and do that.